Alright, and welcome to this quick video on how we'll be using Google Drive and specifically here Google Docs or Google Documents in the classroom. This will be an item that, for example, you come into class and we may be using the iPad cart or it may be a bring your own device day in the classroom, but we're interacting using a Google document because it does allow multiple people to work on the document at the same time. So if we were comparing the ancient Egyptians to the Romans, we might have an activity that in the classroom on the overhead or on the projector, you would see this document. Well, what we're hoping to do is you and your team would decide whether or not you think the Egyptians had the greatest civilization or if the Romans had the greatest civilization. So you would decide from these two statements which one you agreed with. So let's say the Egyptians was your group's choice. And you would begin to research using your text and other online resources to put together an argument of why. And so you would start to type in your reasons. Now, the interesting thing about Google Documents is that all the students in the classroom or the students at their tables, as they start coming up with ideas and formulating opinions, we'll see them on the projection screen all at the same time start to chime in with these opinions. So Google Docs is a great resource. You do not have to have an account to use this in our classroom. I'll be able to set it up to where you do not have to have an account, but you can actually go to the link of this Google Doc from Skyward. However, if you're interested in getting a Google Plus account, or parents, if you're interested in helping your child set one up, it's a great way for them to collaborate and work together on things much like a Word document, but this way collaborate online. If your child chooses to set up a Google account or you choose to set up one for your child, I absolutely accept any type of homework that's written to be shared with me. In fact, I prefer that. Now, I know not every student's going to do that, and not every student may have internet access at home or computer to do that from. But for those that do, if you want to do that, please, I prefer that. As you can see here, you would just begin to explain who you thought was the best and why. Now, where we could take this in a classroom setting is we can, once different groups have established and provided their 5 reasons for the Egyptians or the Romans, then we can begin to have a class-wide debate. And the students really enjoy this because they can interact and see what their classmates are saying on the document, which is being projected onto the projection screen. So this is a tool that we will be using called Google Drive, and this in particular is a Google document. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of a preview.